高い光線で勝負だ M80 は光線
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Super level, never built up banana truck. I can have a leg in one hand and a barrel in the other.
Fat chocolate woman.
Come give me a hug.
You big ear frill, and you fine, Jeffrey, and you fine, Jeffrey, and you fine.
Would you make me
Jeffrey,
sandwich?
and you fine, Jeffrey,
Only it seems more real, like we're there.
You got no topics, nothing like that?
Nope, not today.
What it do, y'all? It's the hombres.
The hombres.
The hombres.
Welcome to Rada Radio.
What's good? Armin, what are you doing?
I'm looking through all my works
For what?
for motivation.
People can't see art.
That sounds like a really deep quote. People can't see art, but they can hear my soul.
They can hear art.
Yeah,
Music is art.
it's called Nujabes. Look it up,
R.I.P.
baby. R.I.P. idea. I feel like you just have to say everybody that you missed that passed away recently
This
when you
kid's
just
saying-
mention one person. Like if you listen to Beastie Boys, you go R.I.P. MCA and Patrice O'Neal and Idea and Nujabes, and like you just have to go down through a
Down
whole
the
list. Like for some reason their ghosts are just gonna hear it and go like, "What about me?" Like, come on, man, can't be here all day. R.I.P. Jimi Hendrix. R.I.P.
Usually it's related to somebody else, then I'll say it.
If you knew him personally.
No, if it's related to whoever was mentioned.
Oh, like if it's hip hop, you say the 50 million other hip hop artists that died.
Maybe if they collabed. R.I.P.
That's an even better rule. Only mention dead people who
Because-
collaborated with other dead people.
Not everyone knows all the dead people I know. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Are you gatekeeping dead people right now?
In my mind.
You don't know all the dead people, but
Alright.
only I do.
R.I.P. to the thingy.
R.I.P. J Dilla. See? You gotta keep going.
Well,
gotta keep
those
going.
two are related. That's the Kool-Aid.
How often are you gonna go until you like hit people that are still alive and you're like, are they really dead? And then you go, their careers are. Not even close. Also, how come we don't have like more Captain Murphy stuff?
I don't know.
Like I don't like the fact that there hasn't been like Flying Lotus explains Captain Murphy,
Explains Captain Murphy.
because there's something about Captain Murphy that resonates with me, and I listen to that music and I'm like, if I were to go insane and kill millions of people, it'd be listening to Captain Murphy,
Please don't.
and I'm not going to yet. But it's so weird because Flying Lotus, like, yeah, it's about drugs, but it's like he plays like a lot of chill stuff and then he does like choir related things, and it's like it's all really poppy and nice. And then you listen to Captain Murphy and it's like,
I burned churches and I killed people with my car.
and it's like, what the
Hey,
fuck?
man. People have different experiences and they change in life.
And then he's got an evil laugh, and I'm like, this is such a crazy flip. Like, how come no one's ever gone like, yeah, so what's up with your alter persona? Like, he's never gone like, I just do it for fun, or it's like, yeah, I have really deep issues and I'm trying to express it.
There's a lot of artists that do that though, and there's artists that say they have multiple personalities.
I don't doubt that. You know, it took me the longest time to realize that Quasimodo was just Madlib, and I didn't notice.
When did you find out?
I don't know when, but when I did, I think one of my friends that like from like back in the day, who like we talked about it, and he was like, yeah, you didn't know that? And I'm like, wait, what? Quasimodo is Madlib? I thought they just worked together.
That's like the remember the video with the two dudes playing Spyro, and he's like, wait, the Namekians made the dragons. He's like, wait. Like you came to
That's
realize
like when they
took
stopped
playing-
recording and they were like, stop the game.
It-
The Namekians, and you're like, bro, relax.
It took playing Spyro for him to realize that. They had to go back and play like an excellent game, and then they found out. Well, the one
They
dude
found
did
out.
anyway.
They found out something that they tell you in the plot of the show.
It's like, yeah, it's a thing.
How do you miss it? The show tells you the Namekians made the dragons, and you're like, wait, what? Just watch the show, you'll get it. Wait, Sans are those giant monkey guys? Then, but what if
What if Namekians?
are the Dragon Balls?
Piccolo is my favorite. Piccolo and Trunks.
Piccolo. Oh, I was about to do a Piccolo's Gohan's dad joke, but that didn't work.
Wait, what? Piccolo's what?
There's always I heard it in Best Friends, which made me laugh so hard. They were playing the latest DBZ fighter.
Super?
No, I don't know the name, man. There's like 50,000 DBZ fighting games. The latest one that looks super fun.
Yeah.
And I think the two people on the same side, it was either that they were fighting each other's Piccolo versus Goku, and Pat was like, "Hey, look, it's Gohan's dad," and then also Goku. And I'm like, yeah, like adopted dad. Like Piccolo stepped it up and he took care of Gohan's.
The Gohan.
Wow, and that was like my favorite version of Gohan. Besides Teenage Trunks, where he had that cool spiky hair in Super Saiyan mode.
Yeah.
It was when little baby Gohan carried like a little sword and he chopped off dinosaur tails and like cooked it as like giant steaks. And he was like this little kid like crying and worrying, and then like 3 episodes later he was like jumping from tree to tree like brave as shit. Like fighting giant monsters.
He's all over the place.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Trunks, future Trunks.
R.I.P. cohesive storytelling in DPZ. Baby bars.
So what else is going on?
Eggs, Radaman.
We love eggs, Radaman.
All of the eggs.
Are you laying down right now?
No.
People can hear that you're further away from the mic.
No, they can't.
They know. Radaman.
Oh boy. Yeah, this will go a lot smoother with topics.
Yes.
Good amount of dead air. It's funny how we were like, we should totally talk about that. And then now it's just like a moment of uncomfortable silence. And we're just like, yep.
Topics.
Speak about topics.
These work and things like this.
Say a word and we'll talk about it. It seems like podcasts are that sometimes, where it's just like, remember that, and then they just go on ranting for an hour.
Yeah.
But you don't realize that it's like you actually have to pay attention.
It's a nonchalant type of thing.
Yeah.
It just happens.
Turn up that game.
Tastes good.
That pizza was alright, man.
Pizza was not great.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't even.
If your eggplants are fried on your pizza, get the f out of here.
You're saying it was.
It was not fried, and it was some gross sloppy like.
It was really bad for me. It was dry.
It tasted fishy. I'm not gonna lie. Mine tasted, and it wasn't because they
looked
were
fishy. It was like some brown grayish fish.
It wasn't because we were watching the new food Sinking City, not the Cthulhu one, which I want both.
They're both gonna be great.
But freaking.
No, you have to bread.
It's gonna be so good.
You have to bread and fry your eggplant if you're gonna put it on pizza.
If you're gonna do anything with eggplant, because eggplant is already good.
Otherwise, it's an abomination.
I just hurt your stomach.
Did you?
Yeah.
What if they hurt my stomach?
Oh, they hurt your stomach. The gains is all the way up, man. They can hear everything.
Can they hear my heartbeat?
That's a song. It's a song from something.
Let me see.
No, they actually could. I heard it. Now go back. I don't like this.
You can hear.
I don't like this weird VR.
No, that's not VR. That's
It's VR to my ears.
ASMR. No, it's ASMR.
No, it's VR to my ears.
That's what ASMR is.
I was inside of your chest cavity. Here we go.
Now you're gonna be everywhere.
Oh, I hate this.
ASMR.
Ah.
This is fantastic.
I thought you were gonna say this is Spartan.
You can do ASMR with this mic.
We're not gonna do it with the mic.
Spider-Man, you ever thought about doing ASMR?
No.
What would you do if you ever?
What would I do if I did MSMR or if I had it and
if you were doing ASMR, what would you do? What would your channel consist of?
Dino burps.
Dino burps doing.
I don't think I can. I need a drink. I drink like heavy soda, like just liters of cherry Coke, which I don't even like, and then just do a dino burp.
You don't like cherry Coke? I thought you loved it.
I love cherry. I don't like Coca-Cola. I accidentally picked like a bottle of Coke at work when I wanted a bottle of water, and I was like, so.
I wouldn't even drink it.
Does
anybody want this? I gave up on them and Sprite.
Coke is gross, man.
I gave up on most soda.
It's like so
corn.
heavy. It's like the grossest part about coffee, but like fizzy.
And they used to put crack in it.
They put no, it's cocaine, right, man.
Same thing to me. You know what I'm saying?
No, crack is whack.
Cocaine is.
I was gonna say Rogaine, but that doesn't make sense.
Cocaine's not that great. No.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Was it? Yeah, it was. Look, man, the point is,
don't do drugs. Know what I'm saying?
Don't watch ASMR.
Know what I'm saying? Don't do drugs while watching ASMR. They're probably
While
a bad
drinking
combination.
Coke.
That probably is a bad combination.
Anything with drug. Well, it depends what kind.
If you're already tripping, the last thing you want to.
I'm telling you, yo, the one thing I'm always gonna revert back to is the time I tripped for 10 hours.
Of course.
That 10-hour trip.
It's gonna be.
Anytime someone says I was hypersensitive, like in any sense, like smelling, hearing, seeing, like all my stuff was like boosted up to like 1,000,000. And when we tried this mic on the first time, that's what it felt like. It like instantly stabbed me back to like walking back and forth between all those cars trying to calm down, hearing conversations at the other side of the street.
You think you ever tell that story here?
Yeah,
I know
just
the
did.
story. No, in more detail. You don't have to name names.
Yeah, we'll do the sound effects if I name names.
We'll do something. That'll be for another cast.
No, I mean I'm down, but
Story time. We'll have a story time.
we'll have a story time. We'll have a relive your scariest times. What would you do for ASMR? That? Here we go.
I don't know why you're saying here we go. I'm just telling you what I would do for ASMR. I don't really know what I would do for ASMR. Sometimes I see people,
No.
Hello?
Hello?
You hit the mute button, brother man.
I got two
You got-
ASMR.
The ASMR got too real.
No, I don't know what I would do for ASMR. Have you watched ASMR videos?
I tried to. I
What,
did it when they were like first really blowing up, and I was like, what is this about?
Which was when? When did they blow up? I never really noticed when. I just noticed. I was just like,
Yeah, that it's a thing.
yeah.
And then so that's I looked up this white girl doing it, and I was like, what the fuck? Like I got
Plenty of
so
white girls
angry.
doing
I just got like so upset because I was watching it.
But
and
she was just talking into it.
She was like, hey. I was like, what the fuck is this? And she was doing like all that mouth clicking then.
Yeah.
So I hate that.
Doing this, right?
Yeah. But I was watching it with someone without ASMR stuff, and I was like, what? I don't care. And then I just flipped the channel. I didn't understand what it was.
That's funny.
And then I met somebody who did, and they said they have the also there's like a negative effect to people sometimes, because when I was with them, like some rapper, like some metallic rapper from food, it was probably like a candy bar or something, was just scraping along the sidewalk, and like it's like, yeah, so what? But they were like freaking out. They were like holding their ears.
Oh, it was a reaction to
Yeah.
what it was doing.
And they're like, there's also a negative effect, and I'm like, it's that bad?
Well, I guess it depends on what you're doing. Like if someone's like doing ASMR, like scratching a chalkboard.
That.
Or
Who
like-
likes that though?
There's people that like doing that. The people that do it are the people that like doing it.
How is that pleasurable?
I don't know. Some people, I guess. I don't know. There's that. What's the other thing? Chewing foil.
What?
I mean, don't tell me you never heard of chewing foil. You ever tried to chew foil?
No.
You know.
I'm not gonna chew foil.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Eventually, you will chew foil
Wait,
on this
no.
channel.
I remember watching a cartoon doing it, and they were freaking out, and I
Yeah,
didn't
you didn't understand why. Yeah. No, I remember seeing it before I understood why. And then I did it and understood why.
Why? What's it like?
You just have to try it.
Chewing foil.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah. Oh, it's
What
weird.
did it feel like to you?
I don't even want to explain it. I just want you to try it for
Okay.
the first time.
So
we'll
let's
do it
wait
eventually.
until I suffered for me to find out.
Yes.
Okay.
Because what? When in the cartoon when they did it, it was like
It was really weird.
it was like it looked like maybe
They-
their jaw was shaking or like electricity or something.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
They did
That's
like
the only-
static.
There's like really no other way to explain it.
They drew like static coming out
Yeah.
of their mouth, and I was like, why?
Yeah, I remember seeing that for the first time. I was like, what?
And then
How's
you
that?
tried it. You tried it after you saw that happen.
Not immediately. Eventually, I tried it.
Okay.
I think I was heating something up or whatever, and I was just like, hey, let me try this.
Hey, I hate this.
And I was like, what the heck? This is weird.
There's static, so we form electricity when we chew on foil, is what I'm gathering from this conversation.
Yeah. No, but this ASMR stuff, man,
It'll kill you.
it's hard. For me, it's kind of cringy.
It is cringy.
No, ASMR is usually cringy to me when it seems like the people are trying really hard, especially when they just start doing it, because then they're doing stuff like that. They're like rubbing
Yeah.
the mic and like doing all all this other stuff. And then there's like the people that get like the specialized mic. Like this one girl, she had a mic.
Is it more echo?
Wait a minute. This mic had ears.
What do you mean?
It had a left and right ear. So whatever she did was pan to the left and right. So if you had headphones and she touched the left.
When you said that, I imagine like ears on a microphone.
That's what it is.
Human ears?
It's an actual like formulated ear, and I guess the mic is inside the ear. It's like the
microphone
earlobe.
Ears just remind me of satellites.
You'd
So
have to see
it was microphone ears
Yeah.
on a mic.
It's like this, but in the shape of an ear, and I guess the inner part was like this part.
So what was the difference? Like, was it even more?
It's panned. So the left ear,
Like-
if she taps the left ear, you'll hear it in the left.
I don't like that.
It's a lot more intimate.
I like how you slowed down for that too.
Yeah,
gnarly. Radical.
That's like a lot for me. When I saw that, when I heard that, I was like, what the nope.
What the nope?
There's specifically this one girl that did it, and I was like, nope. Like I had to rip my headphones off because I only listen with headphones. I was like, can't do this. Nope. But there was one channel that I subscribed to, and it was this. I think her name was 3 Milk. Relax.
Oh boy.
It's just a name.
Oh boy.
I think she's on Tumblr now too, but she deleted her channel on YouTube. I'm not gonna go into the whole thing. It's
The
weird.
SJWs.
It's true. It's weird how I got into her channel, but she was talking about some interesting
story
stuff.
time, not a man.
No, she was just talking about interesting stuff.
She's probably talk about aliens.
I was researching
Aliens.
different mental illnesses and stuff, and I got to this like something
Alien
about
report.
autism and stuff.
Oh.
She did a video on it, and that's how I found her channel. And I was like, this is interesting. She did one on it was like autism stems, body stems or something like that.
What does that mean?
That's been the only video I've ever watched on it so far. I guess it's just like weird things that they do, like sometimes you might like tap your foot or something.
Yeah.
Like different.
I do
body-
that because of anxiety though.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people do, but not everyone is autistic, so they have like different. They call them like body stems.
Okay.
I believe that's what it is. Yeah.
Or like when someone says like they have a tell or something, or like,
It's
a quirk.
something
Yeah.
that they have to do. It's not necessarily like OCD or anything, but it's something that helps them feel more comfortable, I guess. But yeah. Spider-Man, I know you are not on your phone right now.
I'm talking to Alex.
I'm talking to Alex. This is my girlfriend from Washington.
Baby. She says hi, by the way.
Hello, Alex. I know you are listening.
Yeah, I'm about to send it to her. ASMR her right now.
Yeah, do the ASMR for Alex.
That almost made me go deaf.
What, you breathing into the mic?
Like I couldn't hear out of my left ear for some reason.
What up, Alex?
Baby.
Yeah, but that's as far as my ASMR knowledge goes.
Yeah, I don't know. See, I thought it was just a trend, but apparently it's a real thing.
It is a trend. Still a trend.
But trends sound like they're gonna like fade and like not come back for another like 20 years.
Think trends fade.
Trends do fade.
Everything-
Not fully.
Yeah, everything fades at some point.
And then it comes back super hard.
So what, 2050 there'll be like a new level of ASMR.
Yeah. It's gonna be like
That'll
you
be real.
replace your ears with mics.
Yeah.
And
It'll
then
be
that's
like-
when you hear everything.
It'll be like
Everything.
you ever seen those they have like an app for I don't even want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about
Me?
this.
Yee. We can
The,
move on. We will
I'll mention it. No, I'll mention it.
EWEV.
It's underwear. Things that you wear, it's like clothing that you wear, and it comes with an app, and you download the app, and your significant other can like touch certain places, and it'll vibrate. So it's like they're there.
I'm not mad at that though.
No, it's interesting.
That's really useful.
It's just weird.
I mean, yeah, because you wouldn't really think of that.
Something you and Alex can do, you know what I'm saying? You're all the way over here and she's all the way over there.
This crackly voice is not working for me.
But yeah,
Yo, it's
kind of like ASMR.
I was watching a
did that
video
with-
about that
with
too.
sound.
When related to that topic, when
Yeah.
someone was defending, like, I don't think it was like the high quality sex robots, but it was like a sex.
sex robots.
It was like those sex dolls, And the main thing is you go like, yeah, it's just for perverts and people, blah, blah, blah. And the girl was actually making like a really good statement about like, no, what if like people like are just like secluded and they want to open up, but they don't know how, so they need to practice on this. Or like, what if someone like had someone that they loved and they passed away, now they can't feel like they need to reconnect. And it's like, yeah, I haven't even thought about that. That's like a good point, but some people are just gonna go like, no, it's just for people who want to fuck all the time and they just run out of money eventually.
What do you think the majority of people are going to be buying it for? The majority.
For that.
Yeah, that's why.
But there's always like...
Yeah, you have other
good.
people. You have...
a good to it.
Yeah, I guess people use it as therapy. Listen.
It is therapeutic.
As long as it's not on level of Black Mirror.
As long as anything isn't on the level of Black Mirror. Black Mirror is like a perversion of technology. It's not really like... Because a lot of people are like, it's Black Mirror, you can't trust technology. And it's like, okay, then stop using hot water and stop going to places that are convenient and start walking everywhere.
You know that's not what they mean by technology, though.
No, that's the thing. They don't think about it. They just go,
a lot of people
technology. And it's like, then stop living in society and go live in a cave.
Technically, everything is technology.
That's why I hate that like point of argument where it's like it's technology and it's like everything you're doing now that you love is technology. It's the social like media like taking over like your life is the point that Black Mirror is making. It's not like don't have technology around you.
Yeah, no.
That's
Pretty sure
impossible.
the creator of that is not trying to say that.
Yeah, look at the first episode. The first episode is like the weirdest like one compared to all the other episodes. Not the weirdest one, but it's like the most removed from...
It's the most comedic one, even though it does good.
It's like, it's the realest one that's closest to us, because it's like...
It's like
nowish in times. It's not like future technology.
Which, by the way, I hate stories like that when they do. Not that I hate the story, but I just hate that situation when they have like a certain problem that needs to be solved by a certain time, and that person does what is necessary, which is usually like some dire situation or some dire decision, and at the end it turns out they never needed to do it.
Yeah,
like it didn't even matter. So something like that.
That's why that first episode was so good.
Something like that, or an episode of, I think it was it Tales of the Crypt or some old TV show. It was like a horror TV show, and it was these kids in a cave. I guess they got stuck in the cave, and something about some girl picking up a book or some ritualistic book or whatever, and it disturbed something, and I guess the sun didn't come up. Like the sun went out or whatever. So I guess they were reading more into the scripts that were in the cave or whatever, and they found out there's some ritual that they needed to do because they just... Oh yeah, I think she spilled like some goblet of blood or something like that, and it was some like sacrifice blood, and so they thought the sun went out because of that, and so one of the characters just kept reading into it, and he's just like,
well, we need to sacrifice somebody. That's what the thing says, or else the sun's never gonna come up again.
And it'll be like doomsday or whatever. And then so the whole thing is like them trying to avoid it, but at the end, and the show is convincing you that they need to do it. The show is convincing you that the ritual is real.
Was the ending like, oh no, they just had to walk outside a little bit further and the sun was there?
Listen, so they end up finding out that it comes to like the end, and they're just like, all right, no, we really need to do something about this or we're all gonna die. So they do a straw poll on who's gonna die. They're all friends, and I think like two of them are couples or whatever. They end up murdering, like, I guess she must have been like the main character or whatever of that particular episode. And when they get outside, like the sun comes up, right? They go outside, and then they turn on the radio, and the people on the radio are talking
an eclipse.
They're talking about an eclipse.
Wow.
And they're just like, yo.
They just murdered each other just because like they didn't want to wait.
And all of them are, at least it seemed like all of them were angry because it's mainly the one dude that was pushing them to do it the whole time. The guy that was reading into everything.
And was everybody like super real? Like, no, man, let's just like go turn on the TV or something?
Yeah, everyone was trying to be like, no, dude.
Okay, we can turn on the TV, but let's just murder each other right now.
So when that came on, it was just like,
consider
yo, we just murdered our friend, and we may or may not be going to prison for this.
No, they will be going to prison.
I mean,
for this.
if the body gets found, like, how do you even explain that?
Yeah, we thought.
I'd like to see how that trial goes.
We cursed the earth forever, and the sun wasn't rising, so we just killed him.
I'd like to see how that trial goes because, I mean, technically there is physical evidence for that.
I want to see them go like, okay, well, we thought the sun wouldn't rise, so we stabbed him. And the judge is like,
nah, without
okay,
any physical
like,
evidence, nah, they'd all be going to.
Why though? Because the sun wouldn't rise.
Death row, man.
Why would you stab him? Why would that keep the sun from not coming up? Because he's alive. And
yeah, but I hate situations like that.
it's so dumb. Black Mirror is
when
the shit,
somebody
though.
has to die. I love Black Mirror.
It's
like my
the
favorite
most
show.
raddest and most depressing show you'll ever watch. Besides, like three episodes end in like a fairly good tone. Some of them end like neutrally, and then the rest are just like super sad.
They're all like satisfactory to me though.
Yeah.
In a weird way.
Not that I'm sick or anything like that.
Was there one that was f***ed up? I mean, like unfairly, because every time something like happens, like it ends justly in a way. Was there ever one that has like a complete like berserk ending where like it's unfair the way it happened? Unfair.
It's usually all justified in some way.
Because
Not to say that it's completely fair, but there's usually a reason why everything happened. Like,
That's the thing.
It's there's a problem and it's solved by like an extreme consequence. Like it could have been solved another way, but the consequence is always super extreme.
It's got to be turned up to 10.
Yeah.
It's not like, okay, Black Mirror doesn't give you like a warning or like a there's no second chances. It's pretty much like your first lesson is gonna be the hardest one you learn,
and you have no idea how
exactly
bad it's gonna be. You're just gonna be like,
it could be a paper cut, or it could be like you murdering your entire family and not knowing why.
Exactly.
I'm thinking about the latest season, the last one that just finished.
I haven't finished it.
Where I can't talk about it.
You can't. I forget what episode.
Just know that it's pretty much that. Like there's a lot of ways things end unjustly.
Yeah.
And the person doesn't really like, they get away with it, and like the episode kind of ends on like they might be stopped in the future, but
really an episode ends like that?
Yeah.
So they didn't
straight berserk,
like absolute retribution.
Like good people get and you're like, okay, but what about the bad guy? And it's like, yeah, they just go. And you're like, but for real, like that's how it's gonna end.
I mean, that did kind of happen in the first season. Remember the guy that gets away?
What guy gets away? Which one?
Remember he shaves his head, and I think he changes like his eye color, and he's on the run, and the investigators are still looking for him.
First season.
I think it's the last episode. The one with the bees.
It's not first season.
That's the second season.
That's like third. No, man, the first.
Whatever. You remember the episode?
No, did I forget my Black Mirror history? Did I fail that class?
My point is, there's another episode before that, whichever episode you're mentioning, that the bad guy does get away. Then that's how the episode ends. I think it was the mechanical bee one.
That one I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because I remember he shaved his head.
Yeah.
And then he changes like his eye color or something like that, and then he's in like Cuba or something like that. And then they hint to the fact that they're still looking for him.
They go to Poppy's country. He gets offered chicken.
He wants some chicken? Poppy!
What are the odds that Poppy finds this without anybody showing him? Like, what if he goes to Home Depot and he's like, "Hey, I heard you guys on the radio show. Alexander showed me." We're like, "Oh, word, Poppy?" He's like, "Yeah, I mean, I brought some chicken."
Oh, that's right. You don't eat chicken.
That's right. You don't eat chicken. Where's Aiden?
Oh, you don't eat rice, right? I can't believe you told me
that's always a progression. It's like, oh, you don't eat a thing I eat, so like, are you human also?
So you don't eat anything?
Yeah, exactly. You don't eat chicken, so like, no water too.
Bro,
no vegetables.
How many times I get that? I got that at work.
You got that at work?
Tom, when he was scheduling in my department, I mentioned it. He was like, "Oh, you're vegetarian?" And I was like, "Yeah."
So you have no soul, right?
He was just like, "So what do you eat?" I was like, and
of course,
the first thing he said, like salad and stuff. Sure, I eat salad.
Yeah, that's a part of it.
I can eat salad.
So do you. You just happen to put a giant chunk of beef between your burger when you do that.
By the way, salad isn't that different just without chicken. It's just salad without chicken.
It's so alien. That's what happens.
Or tofu.
When you just take that switch, everybody's like, they have no idea what to do with you.
Yeah. And by the way, tofu is like the least thing I consume as a vegetarian.
Yeah, it's really my dish, and when it is, it's not bad. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just cheese, and I was just down.
Tofu?
Yeah, because I thought like cheese was in like a bunch of my meals now, and I was like, yeah, this works. Super tired. I'm tired of waking up at 5 a.m.
It's about to be 10. And we have inventory tomorrow. You don't even have work tomorrow, do you?
No, not 5 a.m. I wake up at 3:50 a.m.
For what?
To be at work at 5. Being an adult, it's kind of lame sometimes. But then you get to buy cool shit. Like, yeah, being a kid sucks also.
Because you don't get to buy cool stuff?
Yeah. What privileges do kids have? No.
Any privilege their parent provides them, I guess.
Which is no.
Depends on your parents. Some words.
Oh, that reminds me. The difference in between, like, just the times now, because I was picking something and some lady was telling her kid to come along, and the kid, like a little old man, he was just sitting down where like the seasonal stuff is, and he's like,
I'll be there in a minute. I'm reading up on something.
and he was just looking at prices on the cardboard.
That happens.
And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Grab your kid by the neck and drag him along. Like, he has no rights.
Just a minute. He said.
I'll be with you in a minute. I'm reading something at the moment.
I was like, boy, if you don't I got me heated for the parent, and the parent was like, okay. And I'm like, what you mean, okay? Come get your child.
It was a white person, wasn't it?
You heard my voice. You know it was.
I'm not racist. I'm just saying.
I'm just a realist. Do you think that's what racists say? To try to convince themselves that they're not racist?
That they're realist?
Yeah.
Some of them, I guess.
I'm not racist. That's just what happens to...
I'm not racist. I'm just biased. Towards
Against
race.
everybody.
Except my own race.
Everybody sucks except for my people. It's just science.
Not racist.
That juice is just straight up orange peels now.
You know it.
Here we go. Part 7.
This is gonna be a reoccurring thing. Me drinking OJ.
Cover all 9,000 taste buds.
That's a 10.
Aerated.
That's an OJ.
Yo, extra pulp is a shit. I don't know what people are talking about.
Telling you, some people just really hate it.
People just don't know how to live life. Like, it's all... What is it? Chunky peanut butter, something else, is another thing that people hate.
Chunky peanut butter.
Chunky peanut butter's a shit. It's more of what you want in the
I hate
jar.
chunky peanut butter. I
It's
usually
like extra
in
pulp.
between.
What's in between? Of
Not,
chunky and
well,
smooth.
not watery peanut butter, because that's... How do you even use that?
You don't use that. Where have you bought watery peanut butter?
Nowhere.
So how do you know it exists? How do you know we exist? These are the questions we're here to answer.
Calling your questions at Rodaman hotlines.
555-555-5555.
800.
1-800-555-5555.
It always ends in 6.
What's fucked up is when the number's like 555-558-555-5555. You're like, wait, where was the 8? Where was the break? Where was the break in that number? I couldn't tell.
Yo, what's the name of that the black dude, the psychic, the caller?
Oh, I don't know. Am I jerking off? They're in charge of watching the show. Goody.
Yo, everybody needs to watch that.
We have to play that now.
Yo, everybody needs to watch that.
I love those
hilarious.
random mouth motions that he had.
And it zoomed in.
It zoomed in.
Yo, every time this guy shoots a video,
I love it.
it aims further upward. Like, where is this man's face? Where is the camera located? I don't understand that.
Lord have mercy. Good evening, New York City. Yes, they did it again. Uh-huh. Look, don't call here. Ask me what's going on with this here camera, because I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, yes. I bet yours is pot wide.
Forgot about that.
I'm calm. Good evening. Kiss my That guy is a genius. That guy's like the anti Cleo.
I bet you there's a soundboard for him.
What do you think there is in a soundboard for? Go real dark.
What are you talking about?
What do you think is the worst thing on the internet that they probably have a soundboard for?
Real people being murdered?
Yeah, okay. We solved it.
Was that real?
Next topic.
I
was gonna say like Cthulhu chants or something, but...
Oh, like actual incantations?
Yeah, but if you want to get real close to home, that...
Yeah, some deep
people
web
being
shit.
murdered, yeah.
Deep web, baby.
Deep web stuff. If I was a hacker, I still wouldn't be on the deep web. Like, forget that. If you're a hacker, you should know that there's other hackers out there better than you are.
Yeah, that's a concept that could be applied.
Especially if you're going onto the deep web, which there are plenty of hackers, I'm quite sure.
Deep web's scary, man.
I feel like that's like a new level.
The deep web is like the internet version of like a super old, like decrepit home that not even adults want to go in. And it's not because of real reasons, because like, oh, there's probably fungus in there, or or like it.
There's no explanation.
foundations.
There's no one there
Just-
to guide you
exactly,
through.
just actual adults are terrified of a spooky ass house. That's what the deep web is, but in like data form. You don't know who's in there. You don't know what you're gonna find. Some people could be selling some fucked up shit. Like both can be
Which they
applied to
are.
both scenarios. Like you know, like when you see drugs being sold, you're like, okay, this is messed up, but it's like I could also find this on my street somewhere.
Yeah.
But when you see websites to like
Selling-
contract killers,
And selling organs.
selling organs, and then like and then they have like pictures like it's eBay, and it's
They
like
have
we'll
pictures.
kill your spouse, we'll kill kids, we'll kill military and like nation world leaders,
Yeah.
and you're like, what?
Which, by the way, is super expensive.
Yeah,
That's like a
it's
life
like,
savings.
it's like trillions of dollars.
It's literally life savings.
My God,
To
you just
kill.
have to go on one job and you're like set for life. How do you apply? Is there like an apply page to the like contract killers? To
So you
the
just
assassins?
pay. I'm pretty sure you just give them all your information and you pay.
You just
Buy through Bitcoin.
you send them your resume, like, yo, I worked at Home Depot, I could lift like bodies, I guess, if you need.
They wouldn't need that much information from you. I don't know who in their right mind would give them that much information. Like, okay, well, now they can just, instead of murdering that person, they'll come and murder you and take all your money instead.
What if you're the world's greatest hacker and you decide to stop like the deep web, like evil tyranny, like shadow government shit, and
So-
you work with a government that you know could do something about it? So it's like you versus the entirety of the deep web, and you're being backed up by that legitimate government.
Yeah. That'd be dope.
That'd be a cool concept to watch.
It'd be cool
Just
if they
like a
had
movie.
like a hacker that went in and cleaned up the deep web.
Yeah, just shut down for everybody.
Like just all the terrible, like all the like child trafficking and all that.
Yep. If Elliot
That'd be a good
Alderson-
movie.
Yeah, Mr. Robot the movie.
Mr. Robot.
If Elliot just became like an actual superhero, like he wanted to become in the first season.
Does he go on the deep web in the show? He does.
Proud of me.
What does he do on there?
Proud of me. What doesn't he do on Mr. Robot? He gets goo.
I know.
And the tone shifts so hard. First
Yeah,
season
need
is
to
like,
watch
it's
it.
so cool being a hacker. Look at me. I work for companies and oh, look at that. Double life. And I'm part of a group. And then number 2 is like, no, serious. People are dying. I can't joke around anymore. And the background music stops. Like, it stops being like all popish and like neon lighty.
Mm-hmm.
The second season,
Super
it's just
serious.
like dramatic, like dun dun, like people coming in, and it's like, what the f are you doing? We're going too deep, and it's like we need to stop them, and you're like, yo, this isn't fun anymore. What happened to Alabama Shakes playing in the background? Where's that at? Why is it like murder mystery music?
Yeah, I made
What did you call it? It's a knife.
I make murder rap.
That's probably your genre.
That's 21 Savage genre.
Savage. I don't listen to these people. All these people are like just the same entity to me.
You listen to some of them, but you just haven't noticed.
That I don't understand it.
That one time you said you never listened to X, you have.
One. See, I don't know.
It's him and Joey Badass.
Where?
It's
Which
in a
track?
song they did.
Which track?
I showed you a while ago. I don't remember the name of it. I think it's called Infinity.
Okay.
If I showed you, you probably recognize the beat.
Probably.
But
I don't.
He's on the second verse.
Yeah, I don't know who any of these SoundCloud glorified mumble raps are.
It's a wide variety of SoundCloud rappers nowadays.
R.I.P.
It's the new underground.
It's what I've just started doing is listening to like one specific streamer on Twitch, which apparently like I was looking for a ton of music to listen to and nothing hit the spot, and then I found her, and then that's all I've been listening to, like her pre-recorded sessions and everything.
I'm like never on Twitch.
Twitch is good.
I kind of want to be, but
I actually started using it. Like I went on here and there to see who was playing and to see like games that I like.
Yeah, well that's the
being
only
played,
reason.
like differently, but then then Lexi Boy got his channel going, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna watch him. And then I realized, like, why don't I just subscribe to all the people that I already like? Like, Nikki Jakey has a channel.
He does?
Yeah. Pat, Matt. Who else? Andre has one. He plays some games sometimes. Mm-hmm. And then I just went on randomly to the music section, which I didn't know they had. And then I found Lost in House, and I was like, all of this sounds amazing.
You mean like the live ones?
Yeah.
Boiler rooms? No, the only reason I've gone on there is for video games. It's the only reason.
True.
That's before I had like dedicated YouTubers that I watched.
R.I.P. Corey X hiatus. Corey X hiatus, no more. No more apologies, hashtag. Did he do that? Did you watch that video Where
The
like he
last
came
him
back
coming back.
again. What did he say? Did he apologize again?
Watch it.
Nope.
It's not the same as the other ones.
I'm not watching.
I'm not gonna explain it.
No more hiatus for me. It's Nikki Jakey and Best Friends and Funhouse and who else do I watch mainly? Nova.
Isn't Djibouti on Twitch?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, I watch them on YouTube. I watch all their stuff on YouTube. Everything I watch is on YouTube, pretty much.
That's true, yo.
That's probably why I don't want to
When
get.
was the last time you actually watched something on TV? Like, I don't even have my cable box anymore. Like, we just got rid of that. It's only internet
I
now.
haven't had cable in years.
It's so crazy. And it's so weird how that was the only thing that I did when I was a kid was just watch TV and play video
That's
games.
because there was stuff on TV to watch.
Ooh.
Now there is not.
Fodshire, baby.
Entertainment industry.
Thundercats Roar. Just a bunch of
I
garbage.
don't like it already.
It's an old school show. I want to see what it's gonna be f***ing garbage.
Yeah, that's not at all gonna be what it was meant to be.
Nah. That's the same argument that I brought up to P, where if you're gonna reboot that, keep it 80s, just make it slightly more realistic. Give it its serious tone, leave all the like cheesy things that makes it Thundercats, but make it realistic in a way. Don't make it anime. Like leave it 80s. That's why it worked. Because it was just like, it was pretty much Kiss, the action show. Where like these cat
With actual
looking people
humanoid animals.
with like nunchucks and cat tanks and like giant, it's like awesome. They f***ing teleported and they have like colorful smoke bombs. Like it's all fantastical. And then they remade it into an anime that failed horribly. And then now they're doing like a Steven Universe looking clone, and that's gonna fail horribly.
That I hate the most. When I saw that commercial, bro, no.
Yeah, that's why I sent you the throwing up gifs as soon as I posted it.
I was like, this cannot be. I was thinking it was like a short or something. Nope.
Oh, like a SNL parody?
Big mistakes
Were made. Yep.
Well, thanks guys for listening.
Well,
This has been our first podcast.
well,
Episode uno.
technically too.
Technically.
Unless you want to call the first one episode 0.
Episode 0. Alex is the only one that got to hear it.
Yeah, I only sent it to her.
Yeah. But it's been good.
It's been swood,
Technically first episode. Public episode.
swepisode,
For the SoundClouds most likely.
and the moldy.
And wherever else we might post most likely.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks again.
Great.
Hope to come back soon.
Team Rocket blasting off.
Again.
Legs spread, same width as the shoulders, body tight, then hit the ball like you're defending.